Well, good morning, everyone. Hey, Christy. Good morning, Shauna. Hey, Tara. Hey, Sutwila. Good Thursday morning. The week seems to be going by pretty quickly. So, a few more minutes. So, for our practice this morning, we'll do a body scan. This is something that I do almost every day in the morning. In the whole concept that it's good to be checking in with our body because our body will whisper to us before it really starts to turn up the volume on us. So by increasing our ability to hear our body, it can lead to better well-being, better health. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Deanna. Good to see you. I was just thinking about you this morning. So we've missed you in this space, but we appreciate the job that you get to do out there in the world. So the body scan as a is really is a cornerstone to sort of my practice and pause, breathe, reflect. Of course, tomorrow is loving kindness at 12 p.m. Eastern. So I see like a body scan and loving kindness is two cornerstones. And then if we want to have four cornerstones, if you will, the two other can switch in and out over time. But Tom Glenn practice is one of them. It's a good visualization practice. And then just a visualization practice in general about whatever um, happens to be on your mind. Hey, Elizabeth, good to see you. Good morning, Connie. So the recording of this will be popped into our portal. So for those that can't make it at this hour, they can watch it. So if you haven't joined us there in our community, my invitation to you is to join us there. It's a good way outside of social media just to be able to connect with each other and share information. So I can share the link to that once we get done with our practice. The cool thing about it is that whatever you happen to post there doesn't follow you around the internet. If you've ever posted something on Facebook, all of a sudden you get a whole bunch of ads. So this is a platform that's secure and private just for us. Good morning, Judith. All right. Well, good to see everyone this morning. Welcome to Thursday. So we're almost to the weekend, so which is pretty cool. And hopefully your weekend plans have something meaningful in them, even if it's just rest. Rest is meaningful. So as we do, we'll look upon us as a circle, not as a Zoom. Hey, Lisa. And just take a moment here just to welcome each other to the practice. And with the body scan in particular, it's important to note that we all come in to this practice with a different body. Some body parts may not work as well as we want them to, or maybe they don't work as well as they once did from a particular perspective. We might have body parts that may not be here anymore, or we can have new body parts. So the whole practice of a body scan is really just tuning in to the body, however the body presents itself. And so we tune into the body with curiosity and without judgment. So we just simply notice. And so I'll invite you as we scan the body just to notice what's might be at the surface of your skin, and maybe what's deeper into your muscles and tendons, and you're just simply paying attention to what's here without the judgment of like, I should be feeling this way, or why does it feel this way? And we get into that like spiral down, and then we lose our attention on the body because we start to get into our head. So, Andrea, good to see you. So, a body scan you can do seated, as I will do. You can also do it lying down. My recommendation, though, if you do a body scan lying down, my experience shows that it's very easy in, like, they call it corpse pose, which is probably not the best name, but that's what it is. It's really, it's one of the hardest postures actually in yoga because you're just still. Sometimes during a body scan, there's a likelihood of like drifting off to sleep because you get into this relaxed mode. So if you wish to lie down, my recommendation is to keep your eyes open. Sometimes if you just keep your arms up, not like way up like this, but just at a right angle, propped up by the floor, that can also help. So, but if you can close your eyes and just be in that lying down position, that's pretty cool too. So, but yeah, find a position that feels right for this hour as we greet a new day. You can close your eyes if you like. You can also keep them open. And we'll begin our practice by just dropping in and making a connection with the breath. We'll take a few generous inhales. Breathing up fully, making this connection, and then releasing the breath. You can even sigh it out if you like. Simply waking up to this moment, waking up to this new day. And then when it feels natural to do so, you can settle into the normal rhythm of your breath. And I'll invite you to place your attention on those beautiful toes and down by your feet. And I'll guide you through the body. Just resting your attention on your feet and those toes. Simply notice what's here. What sensations do you feel? There might be maybe a little tingling, or maybe there's no sensation at all, which is perfectly normal. Now allowing your attention to drift into your ankles. They can be so underrated because they're so critical to our balance and our movement. Now resting your attention on the area of the calf and the shin. Perhaps noticing what's deeper within the muscles there. Now coming into the knees, our precious knees. Such a complicated joint in the body. Noticing what's here. Maybe there's a difference between the left knee and the right one. Allowing yourself to be curious with the body, just hearing what it's might be saying to you at this moment of a new day. And now coming into the area of the thigh and the hamstring and your bum, just noticing what's here. The most muscular part of the body. So paying attention to what's in the muscle. Might feel strong, might feel a little fatigued. All the sensations are welcome. And now coming into the area of your hips and the pelvis area. And then allowing your attention to move into your core or your trunk area of the body. You might begin to notice the sensation of your breath rising and falling as you do. And whatever sensations are here, you might notice them more on your backside than the front, or vice versa. You might notice your heart beating, your lungs expanding. And now we'll place our attention on our hands and those beautiful fingers. Allowing your attention to rest here and simply notice what's present. And again, if there's no sensation at all, that's perfectly normal. Now coming into the wrists. Now seeing what's present in the forearm area as you come into your elbows, noticing what may be here. What do you notice in the depth of the joint of the elbow? Now coming into the bicep and tricep area of the arm, seeing what might be noticeable right at the surface of the skin, or maybe deeper within the muscles and the tendons. Now invite your attention to come up to your shoulders that carry such a heavy load throughout the day. Noticing what's here, then coming into the area of the neck. And then being curious what you feel when you place your attention on the area of the jaw, around your eyes and your nose. And then finally, placing your attention on that beautiful crown on top of your head. Noticing what's here. And now I'll invite you to place your full attention on the body. As we take 3 generous inhales and releasing exhales to round out our practice together. Noticing the qualities within the body. And then when you feel ready, you can start to open your eyes if you've had them closed, and maybe wiggle those fingers and toes again. You might want to move the body a bit. So this is our little check-in with the body. I do a version of this each morning just as a way to welcome the day and just check in. And we're so I guess conditioned to wear a bunch of wearables that's to check in with the body, like heart rate monitor, or something tracking how much rest that we've had, like a Whoop band. And you can see a lot of people wearing a whole bunch of different devices that are really meant to have the body communicate data back to us. But one of the best old-fashioned, old school ways is doing this body scan. There's a lot that can be said about the practice. So when we wake up and we tune into the body, we can hear what the body might be saying. So it might be trying to communicate like, hey, you're feeling great today, like, get after it. Or it might be suggesting maybe you need a little bit more grace in your day, maybe a little bit more rest. And to acknowledge that some days, the way it's scheduled and what we have in front of us, it doesn't allow any space to rest. And so, but we at least take this knowledge of what the body's trying to say, and we're mindful of that as we go through the day, because if we're a little bit tired, then our fuse is a little bit shorter. So we can like lose our cool maybe a little bit easier. And this whole concept of space is important because like when we look at our body, it looks solid. It's like, okay, there's muscle and there's tendons and bones. It's just all solid. But if you really took a high-powered microscope, you would see that there's a whole bunch of space in the body. It's just filled with openness. We don't really look at that. Like we just said, again, we look at our body as being solid. But when we really look at it, there's so much space in the body. So this concept of how do we create space in our day, much like we have space in our body, might be something that's useful as we travel forward. So yes, and Connie, I would acknowledge that, yes. Resting pose is also you know, a different way of reframing corpse pose. So so if there's anything that happens to be on your mind or touching your heart, you can share that in our circle, or if you want to put it in the chat, you can. But I hopefully this practice helped you tune into the body as we begin our Thursday, as we head into the weekend. We'll be back tomorrow with a live practice for loving kindness at noon. And hopefully no one fell asleep. But if you did, no shame in the game. See, so yeah. Well, yes, yes. It's solid in one way. And so, yes. Yes. Solid. You wear solid, but solid with openness. Open solidness. I don't know. That's not really a phrase, but I might have just coined it. So who knows? Ah, yes, more stretching. A little yoga, Christy. So if you're not like, and the yoga doesn't have to be extreme yoga like we see on Instagram. So, um, but yeah, a little stretching. A little stretching helps. Well, it's so good to see everyone. So we're playing around with new times. Yeah. I love it. So yeah, so during the month of June we'll have a 7 a.m. Eastern practice. We'll do body scan just as a way to come back to this practice because it's been a while since we did this practice together through a live. So just to get in, as we get into the summer, tuning into the body because we're hopefully outside more. Maybe we're a little bit more active during the summer. So this is all in an effort to build more body awareness. So, but I hope the day goes smoothly. If it doesn't, you know what to do. You slow it down. You take a few deep breaths. You remember that you got this. You're solid. So, um, plus you're part of a like-hearted community that has your back, and we'll we'll try to put a beautiful ripple into the world today. So, and then we'll come back here tomorrow. So, and do loving kindness. So, um, so good to see everyone. So, if you want to come off and mute and say good morning, good luck with the day, hasta la vista, baby, whatever happens to be front and center for you, you can.
Good morning, PBR family. Have a wonderful day.
Here, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Michael. Good way to get back into my practice.
Yeah, welcome back, Judith.
Thank you, Michael. Have a good day, everyone.
You too, Z.
Thank you, Michael. It was so much fun to say, oh, a class right now. Perfect
Yeah.
timing. I love
Good.
that.
Good timing.
Nice to change things up.
Yeah, enjoy the rainy day today in New Jersey.
My drums are not playing. They'll, blah, blah. Anyway, I'll have a great day, and you too, everybody. Thank you.
See everyone tomorrow, hopefully.
Thank you, Michael. Happy
Awesome.
weekend.
Happy weekend.
Yoo-hoo. Thank you.
I'm glad I came to this practice today. I'm practicing for the weekend.
Yes, yes.
I'm
Enjoy
glad.
the weekend. Enjoy your festival.
Yeah, thanks. Rain.
Yeah, it looks like some, well, today's a rainy day here, so
It's okay.
hopefully the weekend will be dry.
It's all good.
All good. The birds and the animals and everything else needs rain, so anyway, we all share in it, so we
I-
need it too. So good to
Yeah.
see everyone.
Change of tempo. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye, everyone.